Mobile World Congress is always a great place to visit, and there are two reasons I can give. Reason number one, you happen to see all the new things which are happening in the front of technology. This is very important. And second, you happen to meet all the regulators, policy makers, and the business leaders. So it enriches your experience. It helps you in better regulating the sector from the country where you are coming. So I think it is very important that MWC provides a platform for all the various stakeholders to come together and deliberate and discuss issues which are plaguing the industries or which can help the industry to grow. We have implemented 5G. It was a very successful auction, and 5G has been rolled out. 80% of the urban population is already covered. Yeah, and the subscriber base is almost 25 millions. And I am very happy to state that all the telecom operators, they have not increased the tariff rate at all, and they are allowing the 5G use and with 4G tariff plan. So this is very important. So going ahead with that, another issue is with regard to providing backhaul spectrum in form of E and V band. So we have given some some spectrum in that band, but that is not good enough. So we will be issuing a consultation paper and providing a necessary recommendation. This is very important. And second aspect is space spectrum. Here we are in the process of preparing an ecosystem for allotting space spectrum and for communication aspect. So that is what the second aspect was. Now the another aspect which I think which we talk a lot, but not much has been done, is with regard to the problem of spam and fraud. Yeah, actually all over the world the number of cases of frauds are increasing manifold. Not only that, actually what is happening, people are not even reporting. Many times because I made a mistake, I will now should not be telling, but that is not the right thing. So I think awareness itself is not good enough. Even if you are aware, many times you can be duped. And so this is one aspect where TRAI has done something, and we are the first regulator in the world to use blockchain DLT technologies, and we made it compulsory for the telemarketers to get registered. That is one thing. And we also had consent management, that you cannot send the spam and any messages without consent. But going forward, because now they have started using this 10 number mobile number. So here we can use AI and ML method. So TRAI has recently given a permission for regulatory sandbox, and this is going in one of the telecom companies, and we are awaiting the results. But I have seen the initial results, and they are very encouraging. I think this can be a very big step in preventing the spam or fraudulent message reaching to the consumers. It will not reach at all. So this is I think a very important thing, and that that is what we are working on. And we are also working with other regulators. Actually TRAI organized an international conference only on spam and fraud, and how to use RegTech, including AI ML, and for curbing the the problem of spam and fraud. That is one thing. Third is naturally that is the issue with digital inclusion. So here I will speak more about this in the thing. We understand digital inclusion by way of a person is able to use the mobile, do some money transactions, and is able to access the internet. What is happening that with every change in technology, the person who has become literate enough to use the the older technology, he further gets excluded. This is one thing. And that means we need to think about continued digital literacy program. This is very important. And second aspect related to that is that now, because as the world is getting digitalized, the economy is getting digitalized, more and more economic opportunities are in the digital world. So those people who does not have access to the kind of digital literacy which is required to explore the economic potentials available in the digital world. So, they need to be educated. This is very important, and for that we need to now focus more on how to exploit economic opportunities which are available in digital world. Physical world is going to shrink, digital world is going to increase. So, and especially this we need to help those people who are at the age, those are small economic players, and these people we need to help. One more thing which I would like to say is about the issue regarding to SME, small and medium enterprises. See, what will happen after 5G is implemented? The small and medium enterprises, as per our understanding, TRAI has done some research. They even not have implemented applications and use cases which were available in 4G technology, LTE technology. They are not very significant adoption. Now 5G will come, industry 4.0 will be implemented. So, what will happen? The bigger industry will implement this first. I talked in the morning on this issue. So, big industries, they will implement an industry 4.0 solution, AI, ML, and this machine to machine, and they will transform their plants and machines. Already it has started happening, in the automobile and in this, aviation, all other, and logistics and other things. So if because of that, the big industries and big tertiary companies, they will be able to reduce their cost. It is said that the cost can go down as much as 15 to 17%. So, now if you do not help the SMEs, they may lose their business, because that is one thing, they may lose their business. Also SMEs, they do not have significant access to the economic opportunities which are available in the digital world. So, here I think we need to have a separate program, and this is what we have suggested to Government India, that SMEs should be given appropriate connectivity first, because they will require 5G connectivity, right. Then they will require the appropriate use cases and applications. What we are asking the government, that you should develop the application use cases which can be used by the SMEs, so that they can reduce the cost of their cost of production, and also they can have access to the better inputs and the better market, right. This is what we have suggested. And another thing is connected with SMEs is that once they go for this, their plant and machinery will be required to be upgraded using the AI and ML. That will be a long process, but what we have suggested, that government should create a task force, and then they should see what is the total amount which is required for this. So, this is the digital inclusion aspect. So, these are three issues which come to my mind. As I understand, MWC provides two opportunities. Opportunity number one is to see the technology which is being showcased here, and the equipment which are new equipment, new technologies. Second is that you happen to meet a lot of regulators, policy makers, industry leaders. So, when you discuss with them, you come to know what are the new things which you can do, and when you talk with each other, you learn from each other, and then you do better work as a regulator. So, I think it is very, very important that one should visit MWC every year. That is what I would suggest.